Welcome back to Showcase Pittsburgh on KDKA TV. I'm John Klein. Today, 8 tri-state businesses coming up. Tony Marsico is going to take us a tour of the Baronhof Museum. Dr. Nathan Lockery from Aspen Dental will hopefully take the pain out of going to see the dentist, and Dr. Bill Stiles is back from the hypnotherapy clinic. This time to help us stop smoking. Right now, though, Mike Madden from USA Insulation. Welcome to Showcase Pittsburgh, Mike.
Thanks, John.
Tell us, before we get started into what you do, tell us a little bit about your company. How long have you been in existence?
Well, USA Insulation of Pittsburgh's been around for a little over 2 years now, John. But as a company, we are a franchise, and as a company, we have existed for over 25 years now.
So you guys know what you're doing since you've been around?
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of the houses in Pittsburgh, I'm going to go out on a limb, the majority of the houses in Pittsburgh don't have insulation in them because we live in an older community. What is one of the advantages, the biggest advantages of having your company come in and put insulation into my house?
I would say the biggest advantage is probably that we can provide year-round comfort. We're providing savings of 30 to 50% in all of the homes that we enter, and we have a product that stands the test of time. It's going to give lifelong rewards.
Is this something where I will make my money back? Because obviously this would be an investment. Will I make my money back on this? Any idea on how long that would take?
John, generally we've found that a return on investment is typically between 2 and 3 years.
That quickly?
Absolutely.
So
yes.
this is major. We're losing a lot of heat through the walls and the ceilings. When you guys come in, do you just do the walls? Do you do ceilings, floors? Give us a little bit of background.
We have the capacity to do an entire house with the insulation products that we carry. The major product that we carry, because we know that you're losing most of the heat through your walls, is an injected foam product. We have a wonderful product that we blow into attics, and we have a spray foam that we use in basements, band joists, crawl spaces, and so on.
So to get the foam into an existing wall, how do you do that? From the inside or from the outside?
Typically from the outside. A lot of people don't know that that's even possible, but generally with just about any kind of home construction, we can go in from the outside, whether it's brick, aluminum siding, stucco, cedar shake, vinyl siding, you name it.
What do you do? Put a little hole in the outside of the house and then spray and it fills up?
It's actually, we like to describe it to people as an injected foam. So if you think about how shaving cream works, so we're going to drill the amount of holes that we need. If you have a brick house, we're drilling smaller holes because we're going through the mortar joints. We inject that foam in there till the cavity is completely full. If it's a vinyl sided house, we're going to pull off one strip. We're going to drill a slightly bigger hole behind the siding so we're not causing any aesthetic damage, and we're going to foam inject that wall cavity that way.
Siding goes back on, you never know the hole was there.
You never know we were there.
How long does it take to do a typical house? Is this a long process?
Depends on the size of the home, but in almost every circumstance, we can get a home done in 1 day.
In a day?
In a day.
I thought you were going to say a week.
In 1 day.
In a day. Mold, mildew, will this be an issue down the road?
Mold and mildew aren't an issue with foam insulation, specifically USA Premium Foam insulation. Mold and mildew require a couple things to live, and the foam does not provide them any food source, so they cannot stay. And we also does not harbor any moisture. That's another one of the products that mold and mildew require.
If somebody's considering insulating their home, should they do walls, floors, ceilings, roof, everything, or is there one area that would be better suited than another?
Well, we're going to come in and we're going to do a full-scale consultation on your house. We're going to come out and we're going to evaluate it. We're going to give it a rating based on what it requires. We know that a home, to be fully insulated, just needs everything that you mentioned there. If your band joists are well done, then we're not going to touch them. If your walls have something in them, it may need supplemented. In a lot of cases, it does. We've supplemented everything from cellulose to fiberglass batting in homes every day. So, and the attic as well is a very important part of the insulation process. So absolutely, everything, the more the merrier.
I would assume that over 25 years you've tracked utility bills going up and down. How much can I expect my utility bills to decrease if I insulate my home?
30 to 50%.
That drastic?
Yes.
That is substantial. Let's talk too, before we wrap up here, there's a federal tax credit on a lot of home improvements. Does it cover what you do?
Absolutely, yes. The federal tax credit, which unfortunately looks like it's about to expire at the end of December of 2010, so we've got just a few short months left. is people who use our product. When you need to use a qualified insulation contractor or a HVAC contractor to get it, is 30% of the cost, which can be a maximum of $1,500.
Right, so now's the time to act because this will end at the end of the year.
No question.
You guys are busy. You're starting to fill up, but you have a special for our viewers today. So this is where I tell everybody, grab a piece of paper and a pencil and take advantage of this now. What is the special you're offering?
Well, our special, which is typical of any program like this, if people call and mention this program, we're going to offer them $500 off.
So, but they have to do it now.
You have to do it before the end of the year, or else that tax credit goes away and the special goes away.
All right, if you'd like to save money on utilities, have a warmer house, you have all the answers. You would make my wife very happy because she always complains our house is very cold. If you want to know more about USA Insulation, call them 412-492-SAVE or log on to usainsulation.net. If you would like to advertise your products or services here on our show, call us 412-575-2400 or email at showcase@kdka.com. Up next, Tony Marsico from the Baronhof Museum. That is next when Showcase Pittsburgh continues.